Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Light skin, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up,
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
They go play action here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback. On first down, Willis rolling to his right. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is fielded at the 7. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Titans at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. James Robinson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Robinson again, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw, here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man is Palmer. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Judy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 41. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ballard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans. Right at the 30. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he goes out right around the 39. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
4th down, Willis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
And he fields it cleanly. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On the move to his left.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Play action. Here's Willis.
He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
This is taken at the 18. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
2nd and 1.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And he fires one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
From the 29, Willis. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. On third down, Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Willis will look to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Bernard. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
2nd and long.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Back to throw here.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get. Third down conversion. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked a field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started. Basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Robinson with another carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 119 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Micah Parsons
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they're going to move it down inside the 20.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Willis now off play action.
Rolling to his right. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
Titans extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll return it from the 6. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Willis now off of play action.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Willis.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the Wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans.
At the 20. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Again, it's Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Titans, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.